Hi, this is Loy from loymachedo.com and whoisloymachedo.com. Today is the 9th of April 2014 at 12:30 in the afternoon. Okay, I got this email from a girl who wants to remain anonymous, and this is what she says. Hey Loy, I'm a 16-year-old student who needs your advice. Okay, fine. But I like to remain anonymous. I hope you take the time to read this, and if you don't, it's all right, I understand. Well, I'm taking time to read it. You see, I'm bullied, like not just bullied from school or summer camp, and I'm not going to go through the teenage drama phase. I mean it when I say I'm bullied by my own family. Okay, that is not good. Why I know it? Because, I know some family people, some parents who are psychos, and they shouldn't be parents. Okay, it's not really common in here. I've tried talking to my friends about it, but they are really just as helpless as I am. Okay, no point talking to your friends because nobody can help you there, especially when it comes to parents. They listen, and sometimes they force me to go out of school to the school counselor, but I don't, because for a fact that won't help. Well, kind of correct. It might help you to speak to someone. However, that's one of the reasons you can go to a school counselor. Okay. The negatives of my life. My mom would do anything and everything to bring me down in life. That is not good. I don't know if she does it on purpose, or maybe she just genuinely hates me. My gut feeling there, what it states is, see, I don't know what's the story with your mom. Okay, I'm just believing whatever you have typed. So all I can say is there are some parents who are just not educated or not aware enough to become parents, like my parents. Maybe they didn't mean anything bad, but they were not good parents, especially my mom. My mom used to always compare me to others. My grandmother was a bitch. I'm glad she died. Some of my relatives are pretty messed up. So it's not that they are bad intentionally, but they're just ignorant. They're just stupid. They shouldn't become parents. Okay. She generally hates me. I don't know. I've stopped giving it a shit too, because I've tried to change it and I couldn't. Well, nobody can change them. Problem is, she says things like I'm useless, don't believe it, and wasted, and that I'm cursed. Well, it's not, you didn't ask them to give you birth. They give you birth. So your mom is just describing herself to you, and she's telling you her self-value, which is very low. And, obviously, maybe she can't handle some problems in life. That is why she's jumping on you. Okay. She ignores me most of the time, which is good. Let her ignore you. At least she doesn't, eat up your brains. But she only opens her mouth to yell at me and call me names. Just ignore it, sweetheart. My sister swears at me in front of her. Now you got your sister also, calling me a bitch, a spoiled brat, and that my so-called mother agrees. Okay, now we have a mother and we have a sister both against you. I don't know what is the situation, or I don't know whether you are doing something wrong, because sometimes when children come to me, they only give me one side of the story. So I'm sure there are two sides of a story, two sides to anything. So we need to find out what is the other side. Okay. Then I have been depressed and I used to self-harm. Don't do that. It's not a solution. But then I grew up and I figured that I'm really not at fault in this. Well, you're right. I don't feel guilty to harm the shit she blames me for. You don't have to. Okay. When I'm crying, she tells me to shut up. Okay. And I'm pretty sure a crying person won't magically shut up if you yell at her a couple of times. Well, it doesn't work that way. Crying does not help. See, what used to happen is when my parents used to torture me in the sense, not like, horror movies. When my father used to hit me violently, used to hit me really violently, or when they used to shout and scream, call me names, I used to keep it inside, use it as a kind of a motivational rage, exercise and channelize my energies, negative into positive. That's what I recommend. I have an older sister, one more, okay, who's 23. She loathes me. I'm not very fond of her. Now, I just don't seem to understand why everyone in the family hates you. I think you really need to maybe look into yourself. Maybe there's something you are doing which is not so right, okay? I'm just saying, maybe you need to look into yourself. She is super attached to my mom, okay? If we ever fight, she complains to my mom, and then all hell breaks loose. For me, I'm simply non-existent to my mother. Okay, so now you know for a fact that your sisters and your mother doesn't love you, so I don't think you should be spending time trying to impress them. Okay. I get really sad and jealous when I see my friends having an amazing bond with my parents, with their parents. Well, I used to feel the same way when I used to see boys sitting on their dad's lap and talking to their dad, or they used to go shopping together, or they used to get pocket money, or their dad used to support them, and my father never did that, stepfather. So I used to feel depressed, but then you can't help it. You just need to move on. I feel unlucky, unworth, and cursed. You don't have to feel that. You just need to accept your situation and become strong. See, just look at me. Today I've changed. And sometimes I relapse back into depression, and I think maybe my mom is really right about me. No, she's not. And you know that. I completely shut myself from people. I lost all my friends, and then I fail in my tests, and then it's just me staying up all night crying, reading suicide stories or whatever. It's not a very cool situation to be. So listen. Failing in your test is not going to help you. It's going to destroy your career. So you need to be strong. Use your negative energy to something positive. Be strong. Don't give up. Make sure that you fight it out. The best revenge is for you to succeed in life and prove it to them. So that will be the best revenge you can do. Don't hurt them. Don't harm them. And see, crying up all night, indulging in self-pity is not going to help. Reading suicide stories, well, it might depress you and make you feel good to be depressed, but get out of it. Read success stories. Don't read suicide stories. Okay. The reason I'm writing to you is because more than I need advice, I need a friend, okay? And your Ask FM posts and your videos are so relatable. I must admit, there is some things I don't agree with, but that's okay, we are different. Well, obviously we can't agree on everything. Okay, the thing she says, okay, there are times when my mom gets physical too. That's not good. You're not supposed to get physical unless it's like, just spanking that you've done something really wrong. When she completely loses it, she hits me. Not cool. With whatever she finds in her hand, a broomstick, frying pan, whatever. Sounds more like Tom and Jerry. And, it's not a nice situation to be where parents kind of get physical. So I think you need to put your foot down and kind of communicate to her that you're not going to allow this. And, what I suggest is, I don't suggest you to physically hit her and get back, but stop her. She shouldn't, hit you physically. Okay. I'm not making that up. My relatives have seen the bruises and advised my mom she stop hitting me, but the emotional abuse never seems to end. Okay. That's not good. Remember to ignore. The thing she says affects me, Loy. It affects my studies and my life. Don't let it affect you. Make sure that it makes you strong. I used all the stuff that people told me. I was a mistake. I was mental. I was psycho. I was abnormal, I was a curse, I was, Satan's, child, I was dirty blood, I was bastard. I used all of it to really psych me out, motivate me, and make me stronger. So use it in the same way. It affects me, okay, stopping. Okay, it affects my studies in my life. I've always held back by my mom when she's the one who should be encouraging me. So forget it. Your mom is a psycho, you know that, just forget it. Okay, then. I love music, art, and dance. Good. But my mom simply says, no to whatever I wish for. So forget it. You pursue this when you stand on your own 2 feet. That's what I did. I love books. I just moved into this after I grew up. I did whatever I wanted. My sister, however, was allowed to take up whatever she loved and passionate about. Same like my stepbrother. My stepbrother was given the support to go down to Australia and pursue his pilot license, while I was sent to India to do education in a piddly little place. But anyway, it was a nice place. It was St. Aloysius in Bangalore, but I didn't complete it. Anyway. Okay. My academics, she doesn't care about me. I am above average commerce student, which I think is good. You're at least above average. My mom doesn't care if I fail or I top. So just make sure that you get the best. Okay. She doesn't care what I do. She constantly keeps reminding me that I will go nowhere in life and that I'm a burden and there's no point anyway. Hell with what your mother says. Your mother is not a certified counselor. She is not an expert. Nobody knows the future. So you just focus on what you're good at. Ignore whatever your mom says. It's all nonsense. Okay. There are scary days when abuse got so bad that I used to cry up all night and consider suicide. Please don't do that. That's not a solution. That's only proving you're a coward and you're proving everyone right. So you got to fight them out. I'm proud to say that I fought my suicidal thoughts. Yes, I'm proud of you. And I will not do that no matter what happens. Yes, now you're talking. Okay. Even though my mom can't shut up about what a pest I am, you're not a pest, and can't stop the emotional scar, I want to be someone like you. Don't! Don't be someone like me. Please don't be someone like me. I'm a disaster, okay? I might look like I'm glamorous. You can be much better. I want you to be much better. I want you to be much more successful. I don't have much money. I want you to be very rich and successful. And then if you get millions and billions, you can donate some to me, okay? So I want you to be much better. Someone who fought all odds and made it. I'm still fighting, you know. Someone who inspires people not to give up. Yes, that is right. I don't want you to give up. I really want to grow up. I think you're already grown up, if you ask me, because you're fighting a lot. And prove my mom wrong. Forget your mom. She's a piece of shit. You have to prove everyone wrong, but rather you have to prove yourself right. That is what matters. The fact that despite my mom being my mom, she doesn't know the real me. No, she doesn't. And she should not get the honor. And despite her not being the person I can look up to, but instead being the person I associate with cringes and fear and death, even since I was a kid. Okay? So what you do is you just focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. Don't bother about anyone else. I can be the best of what I love. If only she lets me. She doesn't need to let you. You just be what you want. I want to grow up and write books like you. You will. You can do anything you want, sweetheart. Anything. And I believe you will succeed. And connect to young boys and girls who are victims and tell them they are not alone. I believe you can. You can do anything you wish for. Be focused. Be obsessed. Focus on your goal. For that, you need to study. No suicidal tendencies. Be focused. You know, keep marketing yourself. Keep doing whatever I can help you, wherever I can help you. Not everything. Means in the sense, I'll charge you also, you know. But I think you can do it, all right? Get in touch with me. No problem. Let's see. Let's see. I can be the best at what I love. You will and you can. If only she lets me. Forget her. Okay, sorry. I'm reading the same thing. Okay, but it will not be possible if I keep relapsing into depression. Even if you relapse, which you will, bounce back. Okay, that's called being tough. And let negativity in my life drown me in itself. You'll always face a tsunami of problems. Keep fighting it. Not fighting it. Just be mentally strong. And I think you're pretty much strong. It won't be possible if what my mom says gets to me. Don't let it get to you. And that is why I need you as a friend. I'm there. I'm your friend. We'll do it together. I need someone to look up to and listen to. I'm listening. I'm reading. You know, I give the video. Someone who knows what it feels like. Of course, I know how it feels like. It feels like shit. And just to let you know, my parents who abused me, my parents who treated me like shit, all the relatives today, they're old, they're stupid, they're stinky, and they are penniless. They are in Mangalore or Bombay, wherever. And I am not in touch with them. And I don't wish bad for them. But, you know, they kind of regret it. I'm sure they do. So what happens is shit comes back to you if you do shit. And today I'm much better off. So you need to make your life happen, and I believe you can. So focus on yourself. I think you're doing a great job. Loy from loymachedo.com. If you need anything, get in touch with me. Very happy to help you. And do check out my site and, you know, join me on Facebook. And yes, I'll keep it confidential. Thank you very much. I admire your courage. I love you. You're doing a fantastic job. And remember, you will succeed. And when you succeed, you can give me some of the money, you know. No problem. A couple of millions, whatever. Loy from loymachedo.com. Thank you very much for sending me your letters. I love reading letters like this, and I love being of help to you guys. Join the A-Place group and anything. Join me on Facebook and let me know how I can help you. Goodbye for now. Loy from loymachedo.com and whoisloymachedo.com. Goodbye.